What's up, everybody? Stacking Surfer here. Thank you for coming. This is my 5th live stream, so I'm excited to have you guys here. And right now, you're just seeing a few of my coins as I get finished set up here. Crypto Dreams, welcome. It's about time, huh? You need more of these, huh? Hey, Knox, how's it going, man? Glad that you could come and help us with a little bit of modding for this too. So, look, guys. Star Stacker, welcome as well. I just barely put this up. I actually screwed up earlier, and when I put this note out there, it put it out for July 28th instead of June 28th. So anyway, I got it fixed, but you guys probably didn't get a whole lot of notification. But today I wanted to cover a handful of different things. So one, I want to talk a little bit about this. We're going to talk about this dollar over here, and I'll give you guys a little background. You probably saw a short on that. I want to talk a little bit more about this maple here that I just picked up over the weekend, as well as these buffaloes. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then we're going to talk as well about not necessarily the Queen Anne's Revenge, but these kind of coins as well, some of these more highly collectible ones, and how that relates to a maple and also to the buffalo. Which is the best buy right now? Which one should you be stacking? So we're going to talk about that as well today. In addition to that, we will have some giveaways. Depending on how many people we get in the live stream here will depend on what we do for giveaways. But one of the giveaways we're going to be doing today is one of these cool little rounds. This comes from the, I got to remember the name of the organization. Let me get the glasses here for a second. So this comes from the Citizens for Sound Money. Hopefully you guys can see that close up. Really nice little round. It's a 1/5 of an ounce of silver. And on here it's got live free. And you can see the URL there too. So really the idea of these is to make something that's a little bit easier to share with people and be able to share the whole concept and idea of why we are stacking silver and what we should do with that. So it's not going to fit on. I'll just leave it here to the side. Well, everybody, welcome. VidIQ says you should be able to monetize your audience with 500 subs and 3,000 watch time. You see that? I'm going to have to look that up. I'm not aware of that. To me, it looks like it's been a little bit longer, a little bit more 1,000 and 4,000. So I'll have to take a look at that, crypto. I definitely need to look at that. So one, I'm in the process of trying out some new software. How does my voice sound right now? I want to test it a little bit with you guys and see if my voice gets better if I try a few different things. And then I'll turn the camera over so you can see me as we talk about a few things. So listen to the voice right now. This is nothing. This is just using my computer. I'm going to put some AirPods in here. Okay, let's see if those are working. I think my AirPods are working. That's B. So A or B, which of those two sounds better to you guys? Okay, this new one sounds better. Sounds fine. Hey, Snoop Stacks, what's up, man? Or I should say Snoopy Stacks. All right, I'm going to try one more thing too real quick, and then you guys can tell me if it gets better or worse. Okay, does this sound any better? So this is option C, one of these Blue Yeti microphones. B may be the best. Okay. All right. We'll forget the $100 microphone and we'll go to the AirPods. How's that, guys? All right. Okay, so you should be hearing me in the AirPods now. Hopefully that sounds good. All right, cool. What I wanted to do too is check in with you guys. I've got a couple different subjects that I threw on here that we can talk about today. And I wanted to see if you had any questions on that as well. So Okay, sorry, I think that went to the wrong device. Okay, do you guys hear me now? That's a big mic. I know, it's huge, guys. So hopefully it'll work for us in the future. I'll need to test it out a little bit more if it's not working great right now. But yeah, you know, check it out. Thing's big. All right. Okay. All right, are you guys seeing me now, or are you seeing my coins? I want to make sure I've got the camera working right here. I see yeses. Do you see my face? Say yes. Actually, say face if you see my face. Okay, there's a delay. For sure, that's funny. Oh, man. Okay, hopefully you're seeing my face. We'll talk about the coins here in a second too. I'll just keep going. But if you see my face, put face down. Great. Okay, good. Okay, so a couple of the other subjects I wanted to talk about today, just briefly, is I want to revisit some information I was sharing on my last live stream around the 10-ounce bars from Scottsdale Mint. I want to show you guys where the price just went on that. So hopefully you got a chance to buy those at $250 for 10 ounces. I was actually not in a position to pick up a bunch more of those because I had just picked up a bunch of silver at the coin show in Long Beach, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. So I wasn't able to grab those, but those are on my bucket list. That is something that I'm looking to purchase when the price gets right, and that was the right price. So guys, have your cash over on the side for times like that so you can pick it up. But I'm going to show you guys what it just did. Oh, you've got my mug, huh? All right. So that's funny. I don't know. Sean might be joining us a little bit later. We'll see what happens there for sure. If he comes on, we'll have him come in to say a few things too. But anyway, what I wanted to do today is start off by thanking everybody for coming and for the support. It definitely helps. Getting a new channel off the ground is not the easiest thing to do, especially when it's your first YouTube channel. And there's a lot of things that you're going through in a kind of a learning curve. With technology like this software that I'm using now, I have a Mac, and a lot of the other streaming software only works on PC or doesn't work very well on a Mac. This program looks like it's going to be pretty good. There's a few things I do need to figure out. I'm glad, Knox, that you picked up at least one of those, and I think that was a pretty good deal. So kind of the order we're going to go through here real quick. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's the best silver to buy right now in stack. And then we're going to talk a little about market conditions. And then we'll do a little bit of a giveaway here for you guys once we do that. And then what I want to also chat with you guys about is some of the upcoming videos that I've got that are coming out. So I think you're gonna enjoy what's coming. I've got a really killer comic book interview with a really nice, I don't know, it's a really cool comic book store here in Irvine. That will be coming out probably on Saturday, is when I think that's going to come out. Tomorrow I'll be dropping a video on, well, I'll leave it as a surprise, but there's going to be a great video that drops tomorrow. So you guys will like that. And then I've got a lot of shorts that I'm going to start producing too that'll be kind of fun, kind of keep your guys' attention on things too. So let's go get started. I want to show you guys some of the best silver to buy. And as I get started with that, let me show you my computer screen real quick. So I'm going to make this bigger so you guys can see it. Okay. Let's see. I'll go this way so you guys can kind of see it to the side of me here. Actually, I'm just going to make it bigger. Let's do this. Whoops. All right. So if I come over here, I just wanted to show you guys real quick. SD Bullion is up to $293 for these 10-ounce bars. And even Scottsdale Mint is now back up to $286. So you know, when these deals do come out, they don't last very long. They go pretty fast. And the other thing I just want to point out to you guys, I'm not sponsored by SD Bullion. I know they sponsor a lot of the other channels in the community, but I don't have any sponsorships yet. My channel's new and I'm just getting started. But I wanted to point out a couple deals here because what I tend to find is SD Bullion tends to have very good prices for things like constitutional junk silver, maples. They tend to have pretty good prices for their docs deals. So I have definitely signed up to get docs deals sent to me every week in my email. And I think you guys should definitely do that too if you haven't done that already. But you know, if you're into junk silver, which I do have some, and I do think junk silver is a great thing to buy here in California. If I'm going to buy junk silver, I've got to buy $100 face bags at a time or other coins because I have to get over the $2,000 limit or I pay sales tax. And I hate paying sales tax on money, on real money. It doesn't make any sense anyway. And they've just changed that from $1,500. So I got to save up a little bit to buy things. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to talk about the coin show because it functions a little bit differently there. But this price is getting better. I would still try to get it closer to $1,800 for something that's, $18 per face, $18 per $1 face of junk silver is what I'd be shooting for. But they usually have some pretty good deals here. I have bought from them in the past with junk silver. And, one of the things I recommend if you're looking at junk silver is to get a bag of dimes first. It's going to be your smallest denomination. And when you get a bag like this, it's a little bit more expensive, as you can see it here. So you've got to look and wait for it to go on sale. This one is not on sale yet. But if this were on sale here, you can end up getting some pretty good, a lot of mercury dimes. I've been able to get a lot of barber dimes as well, which can be really cool. And even in these bags here, you'll get random stuff that's pretty decent. Now, because junk silver has been much more popular recently, you may find that a lot of it's been picked over, so maybe you don't get as many of the good deals there. But I definitely wanted to point that out to you guys. And then just another heads up with Drew Brophy. I've got a interview that's going to come out on his near-death experience, and then also his first unveiling of his new artwork that he just did. You can see that I'm still behind a white wall. I need to get his painting framed, and it's going to go up behind me here, so it'll be a little better of a background, and maybe I'll spruce up some things to do that. But only some of my live streams am I going to be doing in the studio here. I'm going to be trying to do more of my live streams now that the summer's here out in the public, where we're going to test their knowledge of silver and gold. And we're going to see if they'd rather have things like chocolate bars and ice cream bars and bottles of water, or if they'd rather have an ounce of silver. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I think you guys are going to enjoy those videos that come. But what I wanted to put out with Drew Brophy is the reason I'm doing a lot on this is because I have access. The other reason is I think the coin is awesome. I don't have one right now with me because they're all locked up. Actually, I might have one that I can show you guys in just a second. But the reason I really like this whole thing is it's trying to put some personality, put reality to these coins. So it's not just having a physical coin in your hand. It's understanding why it came to be, how it got created. It's understanding who this person is that created these. And what's great about that coin is you can go to my channel and you can go see the interview I just did with Drew. For whatever reason, YouTube is not promoting it to anybody, which is extremely obnoxious. So most of the people that you'll see there that have viewed it or clicked on it are people that that either know Drew or that I've recommended to go see the video. So anything you can do to kind of spread that around, I think is great because he's got some great work here. I think we're going to see more coins. And the designs that I show you at the end of that video, I think are going to be the next designs that come out. And so I've done a couple polls on my channel to see which coin you think is going to come next or which one you want next. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and check that out too. But anyway, if you go to drewbrophyart.com, if you guys are into skateboarding at all, which maybe you are, maybe you're not, they do have these cool skateboards that come with the design of the Enforcer, which is the coin. And then you've got Island Vibe is this one here that has the flying fish. And then Freedom Skateboard is the one with the skull. And so I think these will probably be the next couple that come out if we're able to get those. And as soon as we can confirm that, I'm going to get that information for you guys. And they've also got the skateboards available. Little expensive, but you're getting some really cool custom work that not very many people are going to have. So we will leave it at that for right now. And I'm going to close this down and just check out the comments for a second here. All right. Okay. Okay, you guys, did you not see my computer screen at all? That sucks. Okay. Yeah, I think $22 is still expensive for me for constitutional silver. I'd wait. I was actually tempted to sell all of my constitutional silver um, when it was up closer to $28. And probably should have done that because you guys, what goes up comes down a lot of times. Now, I wouldn't sell all of it, but maybe a portion of it to see if I can, get more ounces out of it. All right, I'm just checking out your comments here real quick. We are going to have not a surf coin today. I will give away a surf coin when I get to my 1,000 subscribers. You guys help me get up to that. I'll do a surf coin. But let me show you some of the coins I've got. So tell me, are you guys now seeing me or are you seeing my coins? And if any of you guys want to come out here and learn to surf, it's pretty easy to teach you guys how to surf. I can get anybody up on a board first few minutes. Give me 15 minutes and I'll get you up on a surfboard. So if you guys want to come out this way, DM me. We'll figure out something. And the great thing is you can go buy a surfboard for basically $100 at Costco here. All right, so I got to figure out why you guys aren't being able to see my coins here. Can you see the coins now? I may just have to switch to it. Maybe you see it. Do you see it now? I think you guys probably can see it now. Okay, well, I'm learning the process here. East Coast gal, snowboard. Snowboarding's pretty fun too. If you can snowboard, you can surf. And if you can surf, you can snowboard for the most part. You guys are still just seeing me. Oh my goodness. All right, let's retry this. All right, this is going to be a bummer if I have to hold all the coins up to my face. All right, well, that is a bummer. Let's see. Seed use not a bad thing. Yeah, but I got a white wall. That's not fun. There's nothing fun about that. Okay, all right. Let's see here if I can figure this out. Maybe I can't today. All right, tell me now if you can see my coins. Do you see my hand? Do you see my coins? Yeah, I don't know, guys. New software. Maybe I should have tested this out a little bit. Yeah, if you walk into a store here and you take $900, they don't do anything to you. It's kind of stupid. All right, I'm going to show you the coins here. I don't know why my setup's not working. All right, so there's a couple things I want to talk about real quick. All right, one is this. You guys can see the Queen Anne's Revenge coin here. Okay, this coin's going for about $90. I've got an extra one. If anybody wants to pick one up for $90, I'll sell it to you. This is a cool coin. It's a collectible coin. Here's the back of it, so you guys can see it here. And these are fun coins to own, and I do think everybody should have some of these. And the reason for that is it makes this real. It makes it kind of fun. These are fun things to display. They're fun things to show to other people and to hold on to. Okay, so right here, this is an option that we have when we're stacking. Okay, so that's one option we have. Another option we have is going the opposite direction, which is getting a round. So here's a Buffalo round from Golden Statement. Okay, that was a pretty nice looking round. I just picked these up at the convention center at Long Beach. Here's the flip side of it. So these are kind of the shiny buffaloes. Sometimes you can get the matte buffaloes. And these coins are going for, I picked these up for 26 a piece. Okay, I thought that was a killer deal. If you guys thought that was a killer deal, $26 a piece for one of these, and you didn't have to buy them in bulk, I did end up buying an entire tube of them. So you can see the tube there. Got a whole tube of them. If you don't think that's a killer deal, then I don't know what you guys are looking for. And if you're buying buffaloes cheaper than $26 in mint condition, let me know. I'd be interested. All right, so you want to sell your crypto on here? All right, the next one I want to kind of show you guys is a sovereign coin. So this is a maple leaf from Canada. Okay, so this maple leaf here from Canada is a special one. It's the 30-year anniversary. So it's from, I think it's 2018. So it's, 1988 to 2018. And if you look right here, you'll see a privy mark. Okay, so that is like a security feature for these. Sometimes they change that markup and it's different. And then if you look at the 30-year, it's actually kind of 3D sticking out of the, the maple leaf sticking out of it, and it's pretty darn cool. So when I saw these at the convention, convention center, but at the coin show, I thought these are pretty cool looking coins. I don't have any of these. I better look up and see how much these are going on eBay. So I was there with my friend Giga that I've met through this channel, and he was ready to pull the trigger and buy those. I was looking up on eBay, and if I could show you guys a screen right now, which doesn't seem to be working on this computer. I would show you that if you go look these up on eBay right now, they're going for $50 to $60. That's the asking price. The comps that have sold recently in the last, say, 2 months have been between $35 and I think about $75. I picked these up for $30 a piece. And so Giga got a handful of them, and I picked up 7 of these. And so as soon as I knew exactly how much these were worth, and the gentleman selling them felt like he was selling them for a very good price and he was getting a good deal, I went ahead and picked up the 7 I could get, and we bought all the coins that he has. Now, what is that coin worth to me? Is it worth $60? No, it's worth 30. That's what I paid for it. But if I can turn around and sell them for $60 and make a profit, it's not a bad idea. And so when I see coins like this, I mean, how many of these do I really need? If I'm a coin collector, I may just need one of these to kind of keep in my collection. Maybe I keep 2 of them, and maybe I sell the other 5. So to me, part of stacking is how can I make some money to buy more ounces? That's part of what I think about as a stacker. Now, obviously, when I'm buying rounds like the Buffalo, this is not one that I'm planning on flipping. It's one that I would use for bartering, or I'm just going to hold on to in my deep stack, right? So I'm buying those, and I'm not going to sell those. So I'm not going to be selling Buffaloes right now. If I get to the point where I'm able to get bulk discounts, which I'm hoping to do, I would love to do some kind of a buying club where we're able to help you guys get the best possible deals on silver. I'll go ahead and do that in the future if we can do that. These, if any of you guys have interest in buying one of these at $50, let me know. And I'd be happy to sell one of those. But what I want to tell you guys is this. In my opinion right now, if I can buy a Buffalo for $26, or I can buy one of these maples for $30, I'm going to go all in on the maple all day long, every day for $30. And the reason for that is this coin has more value. Now, if this was a regular maple coin at $30, I would go more with the Buffalo. So if you're looking at a Buffalo at 26 and you're looking at a maple at 28, I tend to still go with a maple. So kind of my rule of thumb is if I can buy a sovereign maple for $2 more than what the rounds are going for, I'll stick with the sovereign coins. Otherwise, if that disparity starts getting larger and you're starting to see $4 or $5, I'll definitely go with the rounds. And so for me, my strategy is always kind of changing on that. But you guys, leave a comment down below on what you think. So hey, Randy, hey, Polly, glad to have you guys stop by. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a quick giveaway here. So where did I put the coin over here? You guys didn't even get to see this coin. So this is from the Citizens for Sound Money. So take a look at that cool coin. We're going to do a giveaway for that. This is 1/5 of an ounce of silver. Live free, right? We all know what sound money is, that at least I think everybody does that's on this channel right now. So we're going to do a fun little question here. And let me write down the answer so you guys have it. All right, so I do have kids, and no one can guess until I type, and it has to come after I type go. So once you see go from me, then you can go ahead and start guessing. How many kids do I have? All right, this would be an easy one. All right, so you guys keep guessing. So one thing I want to show you guys, this is kind of cool. So these coins actually come in a 10-pack. So you get 5 on that side and 5 on this side. And so that equals up to 2 ounces of silver, which is really cool. And these guys set this up so that it's something I could carry around and hand silver out to people to kind of introduce them to it. So I thought that was kind of fun, but it's time to start sharing the silver. What do you guys think? All right, so we're getting some guesses in here. Less than 23. If I had 23 kids, I wouldn't look this good. So I can tell you that. Oh, goodness, guys. All right, so we got some good guesses in here. All right, we're going to do a countdown on this thing real quick. All right, get your last answers in, everybody. All right. All right, let's see who we got on my screen here. So, all right, I got Coyote Grad Collectibles. So I've got 3 kiddos. All right. So that one's yours, bud. All right. So I need you to go ahead and just send me your, email me your name, that if you've got a business address, great. If you've got a business name, but if you've got just your name so that I can get this to you, your name may not make it if it's just your YouTube name. But anyway, send me your address and your name, and email me at, the email address is stackingsurfer@gmail.com. And I'll get that sent out to you. All right, cool. Okay, so question for you guys, and I'd like to see some answers from you guys in the chat here. When you're looking at coins, so we just kind of looked at this. So when you're looking at collectible coins like this, I don't know that any of you are just stacking these for stacking's sake. But when you're looking at the difference between a maple and you're looking at a round like this buffalo, do you guys have any rules? Do you have any rules that you follow on when you're going to pull the trigger on a maple or pull a trigger on a buffalo? Or do you just decide you want 25 maples to fill a tube and go through some of that goals? What are you guys doing in your life, in your stacking? Okay, so I want to see a few answers on that. And then I'm going to pull up one thing real quick here. Okay, so a couple things that I'm working on right now for you guys, just to, as you put some comments down in here. If you guys are enjoying the Drew Brophy content, let me know. I'd like to hear if you want to see a lot more of that, or if it's a little too much. But he had an incredible near-death experience. This guy basically was put into a coma during COVID, was really, really sick with COVID, lost over 100 pounds, and had to relearn to breathe, had to relearn how to walk. And he had several incredible near-death experiences that he shared, the other day when I was out at his studio. And so I've got video of that I'll be sharing with you guys. I'm also going to do one of just the gallery so you can see it. I don't expect that you guys will watch the entire thing. You may scroll through some of it because I think it's like an hour and a half long. But it's pretty cool to hear him describe how he created his art and why he created it. I think that's kind of important. It's kind of the same thing like when we're stacking. Why are we stacking? What are we doing with that? But I'm also hoping to have some additional interviews with him coming up soon too. And as soon as I have a confirmation of that, I'll let you guys know too. You've got my eBay store. Thank you, Knox, for throwing that out there. Right now, if you see anything on there, I'm in the process of trying to gather and put a lot more coins on there too. And I need to figure out how to do some kind of a discount on that for you guys that are coming here. And the other thing I'll throw out is if you see something on that site that you have a lot of interest in, let me know. DM me on Instagram and or send me an email, stackingsurfer@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to talk to you about negotiating that price down and getting you a little better price. I'd rather sell it to you guys directly than on eBay personally. So let me know on that. And then you'll also see a bunch of Lego stuff that's on there too. I have gotten into flipping Legos to make money to buy coins. So if any of you guys want me to do a video on that, I'm happy to do a video for you guys to help you know and understand how you can make money from flipping Legos. Okay. So yes, I'm an old guy. I love Legos. And I grew up with those, and I've got a killer Star Destroyer that's 4 feet long. Maybe it's 3 feet long, 3 feet, 4 feet long, something like that. That one of these days I'll put together, but it's just in the box. And then I've been purchasing Legos, and one of the things I've been finding out about Legos is you can actually get anywhere from about a 50 to 300% return on them. And so if you can buy them right before they go out of circulation and hold them for about 6 months, you can sell them, and people are willing to pay 2-3 times what the thing was worth. So anyway, if you guys want me to do a video on that, let me know. I'm happy to give you guys some more updates on that. Yeah, I know you guys don't all like eBay. Let me just give you a quick tip on eBay. I frankly don't buy anything that's standardized on eBay that's in high mintages. I only buy stuff that's low mintage. So things like this, you're not going to see a lot of fakes out there. I've never seen a fake of one of these coins. So these are pretty safe to buy out there. But when you start looking at just general maples, it's hard to know to trust that. So you've got to make sure you're buying from a reputable store. Never buy anything on eBay that looks like the price is too good to be true. It's totally a scam. I don't have it right by me, but you guys have seen the fake Silver Eagle before. Just not a good one. It's definitely not something you want to hold on to. All right, so you guys are interested in some Lego videos. I can definitely do that. I'll put one of those out. I think it'll be kind of fun. And hey, Craig, thank you for joining. Let's see here. Prices versus sexiness of coins. Plus, I'm in the UK, so Britannias. Always a bonus for tax reasons. I think Britannias are good too. My only issue I've had with Britannias is I tend to have maybe a third of them with milk spotting, which I don't really like milk spotting, so you got to be careful with those. So my rule of thumb with Britannias is I like to see them before I buy them. I have not had that problem with maples at all. You can see I'm handling these without a glove on. I'm not too worried about handling one or two of them right now, and my gloves are not great anyway. You end up dropping these things and do more damage than my hands are. But I personally like Eagles the most, but they're insanely expensive right now, so I'm not buying them. And then I like Maples are kind of my second. Then I go to Britannias, and I have never purchased any Kangaroos. And, you know, from my standpoint, I have purchased way too many fun coins. So it's one of the reasons I have my eBay channel or eBay store is so I can sell them. I like this kind of crap way too much. So this is the first Death Star. This is the second Death Star. These are 3-ounce coins that just dropped. I've got some that are in for grading right now. So hopefully I get a 70 on them. And these are great coins to hold if you want to, but they're also really good coins for flipping on eBay. If you guys saw my video on the Millennium Falcon, I bought that from Guido Stacking for about $320. It was a PF70, and I turned around and flipped it for $480 just a few weeks later. So there's more money for me to buy some more silver. So one thing I'll tell you guys is try not to get completely married to your silver. You know, you may have a few pieces that you really enjoy and you like, but I think it's important to I think it's important for you guys to be able to turn around and sell this stuff when you need to too. I mean, after all, if you're only stacking and never planning on ever selling, I highly doubt that's your entire stack. But if that's the case, hey, that's cool. Do it. But, you know, I think it's fun to pick up a few different things too. So I'm going to show you guys a really cool round here. I'm going to be putting these up on eBay. And I'll probably put these on Instagram too, so you guys can buy them directly as well. But these are from Reckless Metals. It's a pretty cool, I think they called them Rolos. So those are pretty cool. So I got a half a tube of those guys right here. And I'm going to see if I can sell the tube because the tube's pretty cool. I don't have use for that after I sell the coins. But I bought these to flip. I don't necessarily want to hold these. And I think they're cool looking and everything. But I am trying to make a little bit of money from some of these things. So, all right, let me look at your comments, guys, here. Yeah, COVID was a bummer, man. It really did mess up a lot of things. Justin, it was not good at all. Okay, so question, do I stack platinum? I just sold about 3 weeks ago my only 2 platinum coins that I had. And so I don't really stack platinum. One of the problems I have with platinum is it looks very much like silver. I'm a little concerned my family may not notice the difference, and if something happens to me, they may get taken for a ride by someone for selling those. I do think platinum has its place. It's not really a monetary metal, so I wouldn't stack it for bartering purposes. But if you want to play the market a little bit with it, platinum does seem to be undervalued right now. Same with gold and silver, in my opinion. You know, the rule of thumb with gold is that in 1920, you were able to buy a nice Italian handmade suit for an ounce of gold. And today you can do that too, but not with an ounce of gold. It's a little bit more expensive than that. It's going to run you between $2,500 and $3,000. And that's always been kind of the equilibrium. So right now, gold is undervalued, in my opinion. And I do think we're going to see that snap probably to 3,000 or above 3,000. It'll probably come back down a little bit based on where things are today. If we have de-dollarization happen, if we have the BRICS nations come after us pretty heavily and dump dollars, or if we have a lot more money being printed, that number would go even higher. And same with silver. I think silver should be double where it's at right now. So unfortunately, I can't show you guys the video I was hoping to show you on here since my live streaming thing's not giving me the option to show you a different camera. But if I could, there was a Kitco News. Let me just pull it up here on my screen and I can tell you guys. Just a second. So there was a Kitco News video I think all of you guys should go and watch. Just give me a minute here. So there's a Kitco News video that came out just a few days ago. Come Show it, please. Okay, it was with oh, come on. I can find it on my phone easier in just a second, guys. Okay, so let me look this up so I can tell you guys exactly. Okay, so two that I want you guys to look at on Kitco News that I think is going to be important for you. One is a video that just came out 6 hours ago. It says the Fed will hike to 6%. Nuclear bank implosions coming. I want to talk about that just briefly. And then there was a second video that I think is really good for you guys to go watch, which is came out 9 days ago, and it is with David Hunter. And he talks about a 36% market melt up and then an 80% crash. So let me give you just a little bit of information on both of those real fast, and then we'll do another giveaway. So what I want to tell you guys is this. I can't predict the future. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that's been stacking for a few years that decided to put a channel together because why not? And then I decided to show my face. So I'm here having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun with this too. But let me tell you briefly, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it's this one here with David Hunter, okay? So that video is pretty impressive. David Hunter has a pretty good track record, but with any of these guys, you're going to find misses. I think he was predicting this to happen either late last year or beginning this year. So he pushes it out. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, guys, but there is a probability that we are going to see stocks continue to rise and continue to go up, and then something's going to break. And most likely, in my opinion, what's going to break is the Fed's going to continue to raise interest rates above, well, either to 6% or above 6%, which means 600 basis points, if you guys understand that lingo. But what that's going to do is take us up another 3/4 of a point on rates and even higher, and it's going to break things. And it's first going to break regional banks. And how it's going to break them is it's going to break their ability to be solvent. And how that's going to happen is they have a lot of loans that are starting to be renewed right now, commercial loans of commercial real estate, and the interest rate is doubling for those people that bought those properties. And many of them are office properties that are being returned to them. They're not going any further. So we could see a big cascading problem. David talks about his reason for things going down 80%. So what I thought was interesting is he shared that he could see silver going up to $60 during the melt up and gold going up to, I forget what he said, but I think it was 2,200 to 2,500, somewhere in that range. And then after that crash happens, he sees a commodity super cycle going on where gold and silver is going to continue to go up and be what people go into. He's not a big crypto guy. If you guys are into crypto at all or want to, understand that at all, then another interview that was on Kitco News that I'll share with you guys just briefly is this one talking about BlackRock and the ETF and Bitcoin. And even if you're not big crypto people, I recommend watching some of these videos because it'll teach you what crypto is and what Bitcoin is. It'll help solidify in your mind whether that's an asset you want to look at or not, or if you even consider it to be real. But people are investing in it. And so if they're investing in crypto, they're not investing in gold and silver. So it's helpful to kind of understand those cycles and get to understand what that might be a little bit more too. So I'll stop there with that information. And let me just look at the notes here real quick. We can do another giveaway too. You guys want to do another giveaway? Yeah, suits and shoes. Yeah, suits and shoes, not cheap at all. Thanks, Craig, on the congratulations there. Okay, so you guys give me a thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up on there, but give me a thumbs up if you want to do another silver giveaway. And today we're just going to go to the top of the hour, so we'll go for another 15 minutes here. Y'all do giveaways? Okay, so I've got something kind of cool here. You guys don't see these every day. This is a 90% silver Canadian quarter. Check that out. Maybe you guys have some, maybe you don't. But that's a pretty fun piece, I think. All right, so I got some thumbs up here. We're going to give that away. All right, so let's talk here for a minute. Okay. We're going to do a number to make this a little bit easier here. So let's do all right. So I'm going to type it in here, and then once you guys see it, go ahead and start putting your numbers in just a second. All right, so once you see it, you can go ahead and start typing in there. 80%, I don't know, maybe it's 80% silver. But there is silver in there. I forget, Canadians might be 80%. All right, I don't claim to be an expert on everything coins, guys. But if you have any real estate questions, you have any investing questions, I can guide you on some of that stuff a little bit. Just can't give you any advice. I can just point you in a direction. So, all right. Okay, and only one number, please, guessing on this. All right, here it's coming. Okay. So something else I wanted to show you guys real quick. I picked this up in Florida a couple weeks ago. It's kind of a cool surfboard. And it's made out of stainless steel. And it's also a opener. It's a magnet, and it's also an opener for bottles. Would this be a cool coin to make for a challenge coin with stacking Sufer on it? What do you guys think? So leave me a comment after you put your number in if you think this would be a cool challenge coin, or even just a cool piece to pour. And I would even kind of experiment with this both in silver. We could have a fun silver one that maybe you hold on to, and then we could also see if I can get something like this created from these guys that that has the logo on it, and it could be something that you could put on a keychain and just take down to the lake or the beach with you and open up your beverage with it. All right, that would be cool. I thought it was pretty cool too. So that was a $10 magnet. I had to pick it up just for the example. I thought it was cool. All right. Okay, so then the only other thing I'm going to throw out there, guys, as we get going here is I got a new video dropping tomorrow. I got to look at my schedule for Saturday. I may try to go do a live stream at the beach on Saturday and see if we can get people to pick between a chocolate bar and a silver bar. So I've got one of my trusty JM Bullion silver bars you guys have seen me take down to the beach before. We got one left. The rest of them are on their way to you guys, whoever won those. And I want to try to do that on Saturday, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific. Give me a thumbs up if you guys think that would be a good idea and if that works time-wise for you. Otherwise, I may just go film it, and that way we get a better quality video and not do it a live stream. But we've kind of had fun with those live streams because people will direct me to go talk to certain people, or they'll tell me to ask them certain questions, which is kind of fun too. And so I think that would be kind of fun to do. All right, so let's look at the numbers here. So here's the number, 236. Let's see who we're closest to here. All right. And I forgot to mention, but I did the other day, is you can't go over the number, by the way. Okay. So I see a 233 from Knox. Justin, I see you've got this at 236. That's the first number I've got on here. So you hit that. Congratulations, man. There's again. That's a pretty cool little coin. So if you need to bug out to Canada, or you happen to live in Canada, that will come in handy. Okay. All right, well, that's cool. So I got a lot of thumbs up on that. So all right, we'll see if I can get something set up for Saturday, and if I can, I might see, Sean, if you're able to if I can get you in on it too. It might be fun to have you give me commentary in the ear while I'm asking people stuff live. That might be kind of fun. So we'll have to maybe play around with that. So congratulations on that win there for sure. Yep, and see what Knox has got there. Go ahead and send me a note to that email address as well. And the last thing I wanted to kind of throw out to you guys too, but I need to look one thing up real fast. Okay. All right, so here's the other thing I want to throw out to you guys. I'm going to put a deal out there right now. I'll kind of extend the same deals as I have in the past. These are stuck in here. Okay, so I got two deals for you guys. Let me know if you're interested in either one of them. I've got a Rising Sun. Okay, I've got only a couple of these left. $45 bin for this, so just type in bin 45 if you guys have interest in this. And if not, that's fine. I'm going to be these are already up on eBay too. And then a new one I'm going to be putting up on eBay that I have been holding for a while is I've got a roll of Bugs Bunny. Okay, and these guys are 35 bucks, bin 35. Okay, so anyway, that's just a special deal today because I'm not charging you guys shipping for either of those. And on the Bugs Bunny, I think that's a pretty good deal. So anyway, that's kind of a dude move. If you guys ever go to Stormy's channel, I'll borrow that from him. But what I wanted to just kind of end with today, guys, is look, there's a lot of stuff that's going on out there. A lot of people are worried about the future. They're worried about... one thing they're not worried enough about is gold confiscation. I'm going to make a video on that. You guys should be a little bit concerned about gold confiscation. It'll totally happen if things get crazy enough. There's no way they're not going to try to do it in some form or another. So I do plan on doing that. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about is any of you guys that are prepper stackers, you're looking at constitutional silver. Okay, this is the Canadian version of it. Let's see, I got a dime and a quarter here. I'll show you guys that. So I did a little short on it, but here's a Standing Liberty quarter that's not in the greatest condition, but you can at least see the year, which is good. And then I've also got this dime here. Okay, so these are constitutional silver. So most of us are stacking this stuff if there's an SHTF situation, okay? But there's something else that can help you guys in those situations too, and that's other things that you can barter with. So I kind of threw that out there, and California's, I love chocolate, man. Everybody's getting chocolate in their packages, by the way. These can be important as well to barter with. So if we get into a crazy situation, even if it's localized where goods and services just aren't moving around, I guarantee you're going to be able to trade one of these before you can trade silver. It's going to take time before someone's willing to trade silver, and you're going to have to find the right person that understands the value of it. Even more importantly than that is having some extra food and water around your house, and even with you in your car, if we have a crazy situation like that. Me being in California, I have stuff like that in my cars because at any moment we could have an 8 earthquake overpasses could fall down. You could be stuck an hour away from your home for days, if not weeks. And it's good to be able to have a bug out pack just in case you need it. So some of you might think that's freakish, but I think it's preparing. And I think lighters are something that can be helpful too. So I wouldn't recommend doing a ton of it, but yeah, that's a real lighter. But as you guys saw from my short, I did pick up 50 of these. Okay, and their only purpose is for bartering. I may never use it, but it is another way to kind of hedge. And so what do you guys think? Do you think lighters are smart, or do you think it's stupid? I'm not telling you to do it instead of silver, but I do think it's something you can add to it, and it gives you just one more tool to barter with other people. You have a silver lighter. Dude, that's a bonus right there. That's even better. So I think that's pretty sweet. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna do we'll do one more giveaway, guys, because you guys have been cool and hanging out here with me for an hour when I've had major technical difficulties and you're staring at a blank white screen behind me here. That's not cool. You don't want that. All right, we're gonna do this dime. Right there, see him? All right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to pick a state, okay? And you guys have to guess the state I'm picking. But you can't start until I tell you to start. $200+ lighters. That'll come in handy. And worst case scenario is you turn it into a bomb and throw it at people. I don't know. That's not advice. It's just a possibility. All right. Okay, wait for me to send this. Okay, go. When you guys see my comment there. So there are 50 possible answers to this. This one you can guess more than one, by the way, because I don't think we have 50 people on here, and it's hard to rank states. So I plan on seeing a ton of comments in there. I don't know about you guys, but my eyes have just been going. I have to start wearing these to be able to see, which is kind of a bummer. Probably have to start doing contacts again soon. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got answers rolling in, which is good. Let's see what else we got. All right, as we got answers rolling in here, the other thing I'll tell you guys with just a couple tips on bartering too. If you're looking for other things that are inexpensive that you can add to your barter stash, I don't know, stack, whatever you want to call it. Lighters, I think, are beneficial. One is cigarettes. I don't smoke, so I don't buy cigarettes, but people that do smoke and have cigarettes will have that demand and that need when they're not there. So people will buy those. Also, small bottles of alcohol usually go pretty well in a barter situation as well. And then outside of that, I think dry goods, things like dry rice. If you can get rice and stack it. I have a video that'll be coming out. It's already shot. It was shot about 8 months ago. That'll show you guys how to make your own food storage by buying some Mylar bags and oxygen packets from Amazon for about 30 bucks, and then buying 25-pound bags of rice for about 25 bucks from Costco, combining the two and creating food storage that'll last you 30 years. It's pretty cool stuff, and that'll also be something that you can definitely barter with. All right, so let's look at the states here. We've got a lot of states rolling in here. Let me make sure I see one that equals what we have here. So far, I am not seeing the state that I wrote down, which is quite surprising. Okay, keep going. Gosh. All right, we finally got one in here. Okay, guys, this is what I got, Florida. So we got another winner here, Justin. Justin's on a lucky spree tonight. He won this one. All right. Well, I told you guys we're going to go to the top of the hour. I need to keep working on some other stuff, so I can't go as long as we did the other day. But I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging with me for a little bit. What I would love to hear from you guys is, feel free to DM me on Instagram. Also send me a message via email. I'd love to hear what you guys would like to cover on live streams. So, some of these live streams have turned into hardcore auctions. I am not desiring to do that. For me, it's hard because of my day job and then being a dad and other things I've got going on. It's hard for me to do the whole organization of selling a whole bunch of coins and going through that whole process. We've got plenty of other people in the community that are really good at doing that. And I think those are great channels to go follow and to participate in. So right now I am not anticipating doing, big auctions. When I do have a live stream as I'm getting started here, I do feel like I'll still do some giveaways and we'll have some fun with that. But the other thing I want to know is what kind of subjects would you guys like to cover? I'm hoping to have some guest speakers come on and some other people. So it's more of a 2 or 3 person chat versus just hearing me the whole time speak. I've given you guys some hints on other things. I have a pretty good knowledge of real estate investing, banking, artificial intelligence is what I sell for my day job. I can tell you guys everything you want to know about artificial intelligence and what the real risks are and how that could affect your job. I've also got a lot of experience in being a dad. If any of you guys have questions on that, I can tell you how you could do it better. If I could redo it, I could definitely do it better than I have. But I think I'm a decent dad. I'm working on being a better father, but I'm definitely a good dad. And if any of you guys are wanting to know anything about Disney stuff, I happen to know way too much about that because we live by Disneyland and we've gone plenty of times and also to Disney World. So any of that stuff, I'm happy to share with you guys and we can hit those subjects. The only other thing I would throw out there is, share the channel with your friends. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe and bell icon and the thumbs up. And I'm looking forward to hitting 1,000. So the faster you guys can help me hit 1,000, the faster we can have 1,000 sub party. And that one's going to be twice as big as the party we just had for 500. And then I probably won't do another massive party until we get a little larger, closer to 5,000 or so. But it'll be worth your time on the 1,000. We're gonna do some cool stuff. And if I can get enough people in there, we won't just be giving this stuff away. We'll give the other metal away that you guys like. So we'll figure out how to do that. I just need to make sure I can justify it. Just don't tell my wife what I'm spending on this stuff. Okay. So until next time, peace out, and thanks for coming.